Welcome friends, this is Dr. Abhishek Tiwari. I am Assistant Professor of English at Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri Rashtriya Sanskrit Vidyapeeth. It's a deemed university established in Kutub Institutional Area, Katwaria Sarai, New Delhi. Friends, today just what I think to express before you all people the current concern of the times, because we are living in a very hard times. These moments are very tough in the sense that we are just in some way forced to stay at home, to be as a part of quarantine. In my words, we can say it self-asserted quarantine, because time is out of order. We are living in a very chaotic situation. Chaotic, when I mean chaotic, it means that a situation when things are getting out of order in a very universal context. If we take into account the condition of Italy and other places, other countries including India, we find that how once we betrayed nature and now the nature is betraying us. This is not very good for us. This is not further good for the posterity. Because one thing that I feel is that life is something very tough to ascertain. Sometimes it is not predestined, it is not predetermined, but it takes its shape on its own. Earlier we were living with a plan. Now all plans have been called off. We just planned that we would do things in that way, this way, that way. But how uncertain the moments are. I find that the question of life is very much associated with the question of existence, and it is further associated with the question of how we tackle to it. Life is not a game of chess. Life is not something that is a game of football. Life is not something a game of cricket. Life is not something that can be done with in a single moment. It demands something. It demands a creative bent of mind. It demands an attitude that we can do the things in the best of the interest of the common mass. And when I take, since I myself am a student of literary studies, I just have got several examples out of which we can say that how the question of life has been dealt with. When I compare the current situation with the days spent by me during my Allahabad days when I was a student at Allahabad University, then we used to undertake our studies for more than 10 hours, 8 hours on daily basis, and we used to live in a single room. It was a rented accommodation, and that was not having good facilities. But we used to just confine ourselves to a single room, and we used to enjoy cooking. We used to do, reading, listening to music, and all such stuff. Sometimes our friends used to pay their kind visit, and we used to enjoy a lot. So, in current times, again, we should take those examples and we should try to confine ourselves within the span of our room. Whatsoever facility we are having, we should enjoy that. Because life should not be taken in a very casual way manner. And if we take a quotation from Shakespeare's tragedy, Hamlet, wherein he says, "Time is out of joint, O cursed spite, that ever I was born to set it right." Now the things are out of, out of order, but we have, out of our ability, have tried to set it right. We have not left any stone unturned in setting it right. We are doing great things in a very great way. Our Sipai, our policemen, our media, our honorable Prime Minister, our Chief Minister, and those who are representing various, various fields, they are doing very best in the interest of the common people, and we should support them. We should not be a person who is going to create nuisance for them. Those who are cleaning our society, those who are just supplying us with milk and other facilities, we should also try to assist them. We should also try to show our gratitude. Shakespeare also said in his famous comedy, As You Like It, that blow, blow thou winter wind, thou art not so unkind as man's ingratitude. O winter wind, you blow. You are not creating so much chaos, you are not creating so much torture in our lives as a torture that a person feels when he comes into contact with a person who is having ingratitude as one of his qualities. Kritagnata, that we say in Hindi. That Kritagnata is the best version of a human being. So we should also express our solidarity during these hard times, and I'm confident that we have been able enough to cope with the situation and the things are under control. Initially, when we just saw the examples of the developed countries like Italy and other countries, I felt that definitely it is a very horrendous situation that we are facing. But again we thought that no, Rome was not built in a day. It took so much time. It took generations to make Rome what it is today. But still we are the servants of nature. But we also know the formula that nature never betrays the heart that loves it. So we should be natural in our instincts, and we should again just take resort to the lap of nature, because nature is something that can return us what we give. So first of all, we should believe in the formula of giving rather than taking. These days we are having this wrong habit to take the things what we can squeeze from others, what our parents can give us, what our brothers can give us, what our relations can give us, rather than just believing in the very formula that what we can give to the society, what we can give them. So it is high time that we should associate ourselves with the society. We should associate ourselves, we should just show our solidarity with our family members. We should try to know each other. We should just try to know the demands of our family members, what my son is demanding, what my wife is demanding, what my father demands, what my sister demands, and what is the demand of the society from me. This is a very pertinent question, and we are just trying to go away out of these pertinent topics. So, my dear friends, just let me tell you very frankly that just today my own son, Aditya Brat, who is a student of 9th standard in St. Mary's Sainik Farm, he just asked me, Papa, you come and just, I want to share your views on some particular topics associated with life and other things. Then I'm thankful to my son that he just gave me a platform to introduce myself with the common mass of the society, with the virtual world. Sometimes also on Facebook and Instagram, and have also prepared my page on Facebook. I have also got my Twitter account, but it is the demand of the time to realize our own feelings. These days, we just think so much. We have developed the habit of thinking too much rather than feeling. We just show our sympathy towards others, but I'm afraid that we don't have a sense of empathy. When I see a poor person, I try to feel the situation of a poor person, how he or she is managing with his life and affairs. It may be a tough question, but we need to give solution, and the solution that we can give is out of this conviction that life will go on. Despite numerous hurdles that civilizations have faced, life has always survived. Survival is the part of our veins. It is the part of our pulse. We know how to survive despite all the hurdles. So my simple message through this communicative medium is only that try to spread love in the society, try to spread a sense of humor in the society, try to spread a sense of trust in the society, try to give best to the society in the best interest of our country and in the best interest of this whole universe. Because ultimately when we go into the Vedic times, again we had got a very old adage that is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The whole world is a kutumb. We don't bother that my son is my kutumb, my father is my kutumb, and my family members are my kutumb. Don't bother about the nucleus concept of the family. Rather, feel in the formula that the whole world is our family, and let us celebrate these tough times. We should celebrate it. It's a matter of celebration. It's not a chaotic situation. Try to learn out of these times and try to make our life best. Read a lot. Work hard. Working hard is the best option. Once you just sweat, then you find sweetness in your life. No sweetness can be attained without spreading your sweat in the society. Work hard, work hard, work hard, and you will find that you are gaining what you desire for. So, we need to take this platform, we need to take this situation, we need to take into consideration these hard times and try to just collect our subconscious thoughts. We should try to manage ourselves. We should try to work hard. We should try to do what we can do for the society, and that would be the best option. That would be the best thing that we can impart to the society. And with these words, I just give an end to my thoughts. I will come back with some other topics associated with life, and see, a whole concern is just making our lives fruitful. If we are not in condition to make our life fruitful, it's of no use. It's not going to yield anything that is what you can say very proper, that is very fruitful. So we need to do our best, and this is in our hand, and try to do what you can do. Don't bother about others. Once you do well, things will already get well. Thank you. Thank you.